Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of the earliest scenes in Friends that perfectly explains why the show became such a massive hit. On the surface, this scene is just Ross being depressed after his divorce while Joey and Chandler joke around about furniture, ice cream, and dating. But underneath the comedy, this moment secretly sets up the entire emotional foundation of Ross's character for the rest of the series. So the scene begins with Ross completely falling apart emotionally after Carol leaves him. He's trying to assemble furniture, he's frustrated, confused, and honestly questioning his entire future. And the funniest part is that he can't even understand the instructions. He starts talking about bracket Y things and worm guys, sounding completely defeated by a simple bookshelf. That tiny moment is classic Friends humor because it turns emotional pain into relatable comedy. Anyone who has ever been stressed while building furniture understands this scene immediately. But the deeper emotional layer comes when Ross starts talking about love. He genuinely believes maybe there's only one person meant for everyone. And because Carol left him, he feels like his one chance at happiness is already gone forever. That line hits harder than people realize because Ross isn't just sad about divorce. He's terrified of being alone. And honestly, that fear becomes one of the biggest parts of his character throughout the entire show. Then Joey jumps in with one of the funniest analogies in early Friends history. He compares women to ice cream flavors. Rocky Road, cookie dough, Jerry vanilla, the whole speech is ridiculous, but somehow weirdly comforting at the same time. That's exactly what made Joey such a lovable character. He wasn't emotionally sophisticated, but he always tried to help in the simplest way possible. And then Chandler delivers the perfect final joke, "Then stay out of my freezer." That line completely changes the mood of the scene. One second the conversation is emotional and depressing, and the next second it becomes pure sitcom comedy again. That balance is what made Friends special from the very beginning. The show understood how to mix heartbreak with humor without making either one feel fake. And honestly, this scene also introduces one of the biggest themes of the entire series, starting over. Ross feels like his life is ruined because his marriage ended. But Joey basically tells him that his life is actually beginning again. "Welcome back to the world. Grab a spoon." That line is funny, but it also becomes symbolic for Ross's entire journey moving forward. He has to learn how to date again, trust again, and eventually fall in love again. And of course, that future love story ends up being Rachel. Looking back now, this scene feels even more important because it's the emotional starting point for one of television's biggest sitcom romances. Overall, this is one of the most underrated scenes in early Friends. It's simple, hilarious, emotional, and perfectly written. The chemistry between the characters already feels natural, and every line tells us something important about who they are. If I had to rate this scene, 10 out of 10 for sitcom writing, 10 out of 10 for Joey's ice cream speech, and 100 out of 10 for proving that emotional damage and comedy are the perfect combination. So what do you think? Was Joey actually giving great life advice, or was he just hungry the entire time? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more classic sitcom reviews, TV breakdowns, and iconic Friends moments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.